What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I have NBA Saturday picks for you, my 4 favorite free plays for you. Put a lot of research into these picks, so I'm excited to share them all with you. All right, before we get into those picks, let's recap quickly from this Friday. All right, went 2-2 on the day, so not our best day. We're finally starting to cool down, come back down to earth after an incredible 5-day run. I am still on a 21-5 streak in my last 26 picks. I've had an incredible run over the last 5 days. All right. But this Friday, my best free play hit, Pascal Siakam went 1 over his PRA line. So we love to see that. Cam Thomas went under his points and rebounds line. So that hit. What else? Ryan Rollins went over his points line in the second half, like in the fourth quarter too. Just had a crazy end to the game. And then what was the last play? Oh, Duncan Robinson, man. Points and rebounds. Dude, his third line was 13.5, only hit 11. Dude had made 4 threes in the last 5 games, only made 2 threes in that game tonight. We literally just needed one more 3 and we would have cashed. So would have cashed that pick. We still would have gone 3-1, wouldn't have cashed the 4-man. But anyways, that's how Friday went. Not our best night. Coming back down to earth. We're looking to get back on track. I'm loving the NBA right now. I feel like I got my finger on the pulse even after last night. Still feeling good. So, before we get into tonight's picks, guys, if you're not signed up to Novig yet, what are you guys doing? You guys need to get on Novig. You guys can sign up using my code TEACH10. Novig is a betting platform, kind of new and up and coming. Love what they're doing on that market. If you sign up using my code TEACH10, you get a 50% deposit match, up to $25 max for free. So if you deposit $25, you get $50 in cash to use to play in the app. So go get on there. Been loving Novig recently since I started partnering with them yesterday. They've been awesome. All right. And if you're not on Novig, you guys can also hop on to Chalkboard, right? Same code, TEACH10. When you use my code to sign up on Chalkboard, you'll get a 100% deposit match and a free pick square, all right? Also, Chalkboard does a bunch of daily drops where they hand out profit boosts left and right, so go look out for that as well. You get some 50% deposit boost, man. That stuff is juicy, man. So get on over there to Chalkboard, all right? Now, enough yapping. Let's get into tonight's picks, shall we? Okay. Before we get into tonight's picks, guys, this is the 5-man I hit on last Sunday in the NFL, all right, and the 4-man I hit in the NBA 2 or 3 days ago. So that was part of our incredible run, and a bunch of 3-in-1 days as well. So, guys, tail us. We've been doing really well. We're hot, 21-5 in our last 26 plays. 21-5. Crazy run, all right? Let's get into tonight's picks, all right? Starting us off, we have Jared Vanderbilt under 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's gone under this line in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging right at 10 points, rebounds, and assists in his last 10 games. All right. He's had a couple games a few games ago where he went for 19 and 20 combined, but those are 2 or more of the outliers. Looking more consistently at the other 8 games, kind of in the 8-ish range we're looking at. In his last 5, he's come kind of close to the line, toying with it in a few of the games, but just really hasn't done much. Plays about 21 minutes per game. Been playing less much recently. Kind of picked back up minutes-wise in the last 2 or 3 games, but still not playing nearly the amount of minutes he was playing 8 games ago. So I love that. Also, shooting well from the field at 54%, but he only shoots 3 shots a game. Doesn't really do much. Maybe takes a shot from 3, but he doesn't even shoot well from there. So it's kind of just a lot of cardio for Jared Vanderbilt out on the floor. Gets a lot of rebound chances for the amount of minutes he plays, so I'll give that credit to him. But as you can see down here, failed to exceed 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 5 straight games on the road, where he's only averaging 6.6 points, rebounds, and assists per game, so not even close, right? And they're going up against the Dallas Mavericks, who don't necessarily have the best defense in the entire world, right? 20th in points, 27th in rebounds. But the power forward position, they can handle that with ease, right? They got enough big men to handle that. 5th in points allowed to power forwards, top 10th in rebounds allowed and 2nd in assists allowed. So they lock down power forwards, right? Not a great matchup for Jared Vanderbilt. He is going under this line. Well, I should say a great matchup for this line going under, right? So I love this play. Not going to overthink it too much. Trust in the data, trust in the matchups that we have against the Mavericks. We're going under this line. Next play, pick number 2. We're going with Najee Marshall over 21.5 points and assists. Why? Because he's gone over this line in 6 of his last 10 games. And it's in his last 6 games straight, right? He missed in the 4 previous, and then he's just kind of put it together and picked it up a little bit over the last 6 games with a monster game last game where he dropped 30 points and had 9 assists, all right? And he's had another game where he's gone for 9 assists, so he's proven he can dish the ball to his teammates and get them shots. This matters just them knocking it down. All right, plays over 31 minutes per game, right? Kind of had a little bit of fluctuation, but really closer to like 31 last 2 games he's played over 33 minutes, so we love to see that, right? Shooting 58% from the field on almost 13 attempts per game. That's awesome to see. Shooting 30% from 3, not too shabby for him at the small forward position. Right, and going up against the Lakers, right, so on the other side of this matchup against Jared Vanderbilt, the Lakers stack up 18th in points allowed, so just slightly worse than half of the league, all right, and 23rd in assists allowed, so not very good there. And against small forwards, they are the worst team in the league in points allowed, right, giving over 26 points per game to this position, 25th in assists allowed, giving up over 4 assists per game to this position. Again, another great matchup in this spot against a team that doesn't really necessarily defend that well overall, but they're specifically bad against small forwards. Najee Marshall's been going off. He has the hot hand, and he's got a favorable matchup. Man, sky's the limit in this matchup for Najee Marshall. Let's be honest. Okay, so that's pick number 2 for you. Okay, heading into pick number 3, another matchup that I really like. Bam Adebayo over 20.5 points against the Jazz. Why? Well, partially because Kelly Ware is out. He's going to miss this game. Okay, so Bam Adebayo is naturally going to get like maybe another couple minutes here or there in this game. Also, facing up against the Jazz. Jazz are the worst team in the league in points allowed. Give up over 127 points per game. And against the center position, they are the worst in the league, giving up over 24 points per game to centers. Perfectly lines up with what we want to do with Bam Adebayo going over his points line. Again, Bam's only gone over this line in 5 of his last 10 games, but he's gone over it in 5 of his last 6 games, if we're looking at it. And in those 5 games, it's been really good, right? Right, like 25 plus in 4 of those 5 where he's gone over, and 22 in the other one against a very tough Celtics team with a great defense still going over. So playing very well recently. We just need him to keep it up, okay? Hasn't been shooting the ball necessarily that great all season. Shoots pretty well from 3, though, although he doesn't take as many attempts, right? He's also been playing a few more minutes. You can see trending over these last 10 games, with the last game being his highest amount of minutes played, playing over 37 minutes in that matchup against the Portland Trailblazers. So, love to see that. Again, playing over 30 minutes a game, not shabby at all. So we love that. Getting minutes on the floor, getting opportunities to put the ball in the basket. Got a very great matchup against the Jazz at the center position. So we love this spot for Bam Adebayo. Going to get a little more minutes, too, with Kelly Ware out. All right, Kelly Ware is missing his 4th consecutive game. As you can see, he's missed 4 straight, right? We look at the last 4 games. Look what Bam's done. All right, had a tough game against the Warriors where he didn't really do much, okay? It'll happen, right? He's kind of proved it in the past where he had 4 straight games where he didn't really do much, right? And then he's kind of turned it up a notch recently, okay? So, last 4 games, 3 of those 4, he's gone for 25-plus points. If Kelly Ware's not going to be playing this game, I kind of think it's a similar story here against the worst team in the league in points allowed in the Utah Jazz, right? No-brainer. Okay, and before we get into my last play, which is my favorite play of the day, guys, if you are not signed up to my Winnable store, what are you guys doing? I literally have free access to my best play of the day every single day. All right. Yes, I have VIP for weekly and monthly options. That is available if you want to subscribe to that. But I have free access so you guys can get notified when I post my picks. I post them before the YouTube video comes out so you can get that best play early. Also, I will post my YouTube video when it comes out on the Winible store so you guys don't miss that as well, okay? So go get on that. The link will be in the description below of this video. Same for the Novig code and the Chalkboard code as well. Everything will be in the description of this video right there for you to see, okay? Now, for my favorite play for this NBA Saturday, it is Lauri Markkanen over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists in this matchup. All right, if we look at the last 10, 5 out of 10, honestly not that great. Had 4 games where he kind of just went under a little bit. Played against the Celtics, tough team. Spurs, tough team. Pistons, tough team. Nuggets, decent team. So had some tough matchups in there, which is fine. But really, if we're looking at the last 5, it's 4 out of the last 5 where he's gone over and being pretty consistent other than the one game where he missed, right? 42, 43, 44, and 42. So right at there. What I love about Lauri Markkanen is the guy is on the floor pretty much the entire game. Look at this. He's averaging 38 minutes per game over his last 10 games, shooting 52% from field on pretty much 20 attempts. That's really good. Shooting 39% from 3 on 7 attempts. Not too bad at all, right? So we love that. Also, Miami Heat stink in terms of points allowed and rebounds allowed. Honestly, assists allowed for that matter. Just don't defend much of the positions or much of the major 3 categories that well at all. But if we look at the power forward matchup specifically, a little bit better. All right, 12th in points allowed. Not really good in rebounds allowed and 12th in assists allowed. I still think it's a great matchup for Lauri Markkanen to score a bunch of points against a team that overall really doesn't defend well in general. So, not going to overthink this. Lauri Markkanen's been playing great in his last 5 games, right? We're going to kind of disregard those before. He's still been pretty consistent. You can see he had a 54 stat game, right? And then he's kind of slightly just been trending up over those last 9 games. So just consistently just building, getting a little bit better every game, hitting 4 of his last 5. I'm loving this spot for him against a team that does not defend well at all. All right, so those are my 4 plays. Let's quickly recap before we get out of here. Jared Vanderbilt under 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined. Najee Marshall over 21.5 points and assists combined. Bam Adebayo over 20.5 points. Lauri Markkanen over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined. That is my favorite play of the day. Okay, now, if you guys are not signed up to the Pikkit app, what are you guys doing? The Pikkit app literally syncs up all of your sports books into one spot so you can see your combined record, all of your balances. You don't have to juggle through all the apps on your phone. You can see it in one spot. They're actually going to pay new users to sign up, and there's no catch at all, no subscription service you got to sign up for. It's totally free. They're just paying you to sign up. They're going to either give you $3 or $100 directly into your Venmo or PayPal. All you have to do is download the Pikkit app, use my code TEACH10, and sync up a sportsbook to the app that has at least 10 bets placed on it, and you'll get that deposit. So a free chance at $100 is a no-brainer to me. You guys should absolutely be hopping on this at the first moment you see $100 on the screen, and it's a chance for free. All right? That's all I have for this video. Thank you all for so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications. Okay, it really helps me out for this channel as I'm trying to grow and build and give you all this content every single day. So I really do appreciate all of you that watch. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow for NFL Sunday Conference Championship picks.